your organization released a statement on this expressing concern over the influx of students being and also Sinophobia. Can you talk to us more? Did you investigate yourself into this issue, and what did you see?
Yeah, first of all, allow me to say thank you for inviting us to be part of your program. The key here is mutual understanding and relationships between countries. The Chinese students are here to study English basically and to learn our culture, our Filipino culture in Cagayan and maybe in other parts of the country. Considering that the numbers of foreign students, specifically in Chinese students, according to BI or Bureau of the Immigration, there are only 1,516 Chinese students. Napakaliit po compared to Malaysia, which has 39,000, and Thailand, which has 21,500. So napakaliit. I don't know why are we so concerned about this. And basically, they are students. Alam niyo po, kami po sa Federation, we also send students, we sponsor students from the Philippines, Filipino students, to study in China to learn Mandarin so they can come back and help our students here learn Mandarin. Alam niyo po ngayon, if you speak Mandarin and English, you can easily find better jobs in the Philippines. You don't have to go out of the country. Whether you are working in hospitals, in tourism-related industries, kailangan po ngayon marunong kayo mag-Mandarin. Even including the BI or Bureau of Immigration, we are providing assistance for them to learn Mandarin, considering that a lot of Chinese tourists are coming over and many of them cannot speak English. And Mandarin is the only language they speak. So napakalaking tulong po ito na they will send students to study here and understand the culture in the Philippines. So we should welcome them with open arms instead of, in fanning this Sinophobia. Lahat ng galing China ay isang masama. Huwag naman ganon, di ba? Ako po ay Filipino. I have Chinese blood. But ako po ay tunay na Filipino. And I believe that learning Chinese will help us not just in understanding but in promoting trade between these two countries, the Philippines and China. That is the sentiment we bring to the community today.
Right. Mr. Pedro, pare-pareho lang naman tayo, I, myself, and Gretchen. We're also Filipino-Chinese. As umiinit yung tension, as we know itong issue, it's basically an offshoot of the bigger tensions happening in the West Philippine Sea. Yung gulo with China, it's, kumbaga, some people would say that it's a spillover, and this is probably the Sinophobia that you are talking about. Similar to this, yung NGCP issue, yung issue ng mga ibang authorities natin na baka ginagamit daw ito na isang vehicle to spy on the Philippines. Same thing with this Chinese student issue. But the broader issue here is, again, how does the chamber feel about how the media perhaps should portray this relationship? Kung baga wala naman tayo sa gobyerno, di ba? The students are not in government. It has not been proven that they are spies at this point. How would you like this relationship to be nurtured or to be developed and to separate it from the politics?
The fact that the issue is being sensationalized is not good, especially if we are attracting tourists from China. Napakarami pong tourists ngayon pumupunta sa Thailand, pumupunta sa Malaysia, pumupunta sa Singapore, and Philippines is now considered as a last priority. Bakit po? Dahil po sa West Philippine Sea tension that we have currently experiencing in. So sana po, wag na nagdagdagan yung itong problema natin sa West Philippine Sea. Sana, kung pwede itabi natin itong West Philippine Sea, tabi na natin. Pag-usapan na lang yung West Philippine Sea so that we can move forward, whether it's tourism, whether it's trade, or other aspects of this relationship, maybe cultural exchange, maybe exchange of AI, artificial intelligence. Alam niyo po, wala naman tayong sikreto na hindi malalaman ng China. We have nothing to hide from China. It's the other way around. The secrets are coming from China, which we have to learn, especially technology, to improve our agriculture, to improve our power generation, to improve everything. Napakalayo na po tayo sa China, napakalayo tayo, not just from China, even from our neighbors like Singapore and Malaysia, which is moving way ahead, faster than we can. And they are encouraging investment from China, interaction with China, learning from China so they can move forward. Sana po tayo rin, we need this. Alang-alang sa bayan natin. Kailangan umunlad ang bayan natin bago bago yung sariling agenda.
Mr.
Hanapin
Cecilio,
natin anong bagay sa sa bayan.
Mr. Cecilio,
Sorry.
zooming in to the issue of the accusations that these may be Chinese spies, let's ask some questions. First, bakit po sa Tugigaraw? At pangalawa, ang sources say that the number of students increased post-pandemic. Why the increase, the sudden increase? I think what they're pointing out to is the sudden surge of the students. Where I guess it's not the presence that is being questioned, but rather the patterns, the timing, and the area where these students are present. Did you investigate, look into that?
Alam niyo po, we have, the Cagayan is one accredited university among so many universities up north by CHED. Tanong ko po natin kung bakit accredited, because they have good program for English, for other subjects in Cagayan. At saka napakamura ang tuition nila compared to Metro Manila and other parts of the better developed provinces in the country. Alam niyo, presyo is also very important part for the Chinese. They come over because our English proficiency is one of the best in this region, if not the best. You can easily learn English and communicate in the neighborhood, in the community with fellow Filipinos in English. And unlike in Thailand or Malaysia or even in Singapore, iba yung proficiency nila in English. They are probably more proficient with their own language. So that is one advantage, one very important advantage, which we should promote instead of hindering foreign students to come in. And they will also bring in their family members. Magbibisita yung tatay nila, nanay nila, yung mga kamag-anak nila to improve our tourism. Malaking bagay po yung tourism. Kailangan po natin magkaroon ng more tourists to come here to the Philippines, including Cagayan. I would rather than they come here in Metro Manila. Alam naman na sa Metro Manila, napakamahal na ngayon. So they will probably go to Northern Luzon or Southern Luzon or even to Mindanao and Visayas.
Dr. Cecilio.
And it so happened that Cagayan University is accredited.
Right. Dr. Cecilio, let's talk about this in the broader context of the Filipino-Chinese community here. Since you're the head of the Fil-Chi Federation, or at least one of the federations, ano po ba yung nararanasan ngayon ng mga Filipino-Chinese businessmen? Has there been any sort of impact or blowback gawa ng mga tensions sa South China Sea?
The main drawback, if ever, if there be, is from the foreign investment galing sa China. Alam niyo kung nag-aaway ang mga magkaibigan o let's say tatay at nanay, siyempre pag may alitan, may problema, mahihirapan sila magbigay, mag-invest. Kasi hindi lang dalawa nag-aaway, sinasama pa natin yung mga other parties. We involved the Japanese, the Koreans, and the Americans, and so many other parties to us come here and assist us in this very important or in this West Philippine Sea problem. Alam mo yung tatay-nanay, kung nag-aaway, isasama nila yung mga kapatid nila, siyempre kanyang-kanyang opinion, instead of dalawa, magiging apat, magiging anim, lalong lalaki yung problema instead of yung dalawa lang. Let's sit down, let's talk, let's discuss. If we cannot agree, let's agree to disagree. Let's set aside, maintain status quo. Those we can agree on, those we can compromise on, let's move forward and towards those directions that we can compromise on so that this hopefully will help our country move forward. We have so many things to do in the country other than the West Philippine Sea. Our agriculture needs so much attention and so much help, specifically from China, whether it's a hybrid rice, whether it's the mechanization, whether it's the AI, artificial intelligence. Napaka-advanced po ang China and we need them to help us. Ito po para sa akin is more important than a few students studying in Cagayan. Yan ang ayaw namin na mangyari. Dahil po magiging focus of attention on whether it's the local politician, whether it's let's not make this issue, sensationalize this issue at the expense of our country, you know. Wala naman sikreto dyan sa Cagayan. Ano makukuha mo sikreto na kailangan ng international or kailangan bigyan ng special attention? If there is any secrecy or any major espionage, it should happen here in Metro Manila, not in Cagayan. Yan lang ang masasabi ko.